Welcome to Spill the Geek Tea. This is going to blow your mind. Dive into geek fandom and other topics. Oops, there goes a T. Comics, games, films, anime, and more. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to wipe your feet.
Spinning off into the void. Welcome to Spill the Geek Tea. Join us as we go on and venture forth into all fandoms. Enter if you dare, and please wipe your feet. We're actually only going to be talking about one fandom today. This is an addendum to our Five Nights at Freddy's video. Why? Because we made a lot of mistakes. Now, that's okay. We didn't do anything wrong, necessarily. We just didn't do some things right. I got my ear chewed off by a teenager who knew much more than I did. I know that Grego got his ear chewed off a little bit from his twins. They don't remember what they told him, so I'm just here by myself. We don't need the whole crew. If you know of a mistake that we made, please put it into the comments, either of this video or of the original video. We'd love to hear from you, even if it's to tell us we're out to lunch. So the biggest mistake that we made is saying that it's based on Chuck E. Cheese's. On the surface, it would appear to be, but it's not. Five Nights at Freddy's is not based on Chuck E. Cheese's. Now, personally, I have no doubt that there's got to be some inspiration there. It just there has to be. I would be shocked if there wasn't. But what it actually came from was the designer's previous games that didn't do so hot. There were a lot of criticisms of the artwork, saying the characters there looked like creepy animatronics. So he's decided, I'm going to take one more crack at this, and I'm just going to lean into that. And that's where Five Nights at Freddy's came from. He wanted to do one more video game, and everyone was saying, your stuff looks like creepy animatronics. Let's do a game about creepy animatronics. It's just that simple. Anything else is the complaints probably came at least in part from Chuck E. Cheese. So like I said, there's an influence there, but not directly based on. The other big mistake that we made, we said we gave and I forget which one we said, an engine that the game was built under. And there's, of course, 11 games plus all of the fan games, 11 official games. I think I said 6 or 7. So there was another mistake. But they were done in several different video game engines. Some accessible to the public, some not. So that's how that rolled out. Not every, because the games go across a wide variety of different genres. I said there's Five Nights at Freddy's carts, based on Mario Kart, where you're driving around a track. That's not going to be designed in the same system as running around in a pizza place. It's just not. So that's the other major mistake that we made. We probably made others. Like I said, please tell us what we did wrong. We'd love to know. It was fun. We did it I actually brought this episode up as a joke. I was taking my former partner's son to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I said, hey, who wants to do a thing on Five Nights at Freddy's? Knowing that none of us knew a darn thing about it, beyond having, in my case, having seen one at the time movies. And we kind of went, yeah, let's do it. So we did. And did we fail? No, we did not. But we didn't do it perfectly. So that's that. I want to thank you for letting us correct that. Tune in to Spill the Geek Tea, youtube.com/@SpillTheGeekT1, where you can find me every Sunday. Well, not every Sunday, but most Sundays. You can also find me. I'll just see if I'm in the right place. There we go. My main channel, youtube.com/@theRatHole, DOTCA. That's theRatHole.ca, but YouTube does not like URLs in their URLs. First Thursday of every month, you can find it, The Happiness Patrol. YouTube.com/@HappinessPatrolShow, where we get rid of all the toxic fandoms and talk about something that makes us happy. In our first season, we're talking Star Wars. So join us for that. Every other Monday, you can find me youtube.com/@HorsesOnFilm, where we are looking at the top 100 Westerns according to IndieWire. And according to IndieWire, and we're doing them in a random order. Look at them, rate them. We're going to come up with our own list. We're going to bring in some stuff that's not on the list. By the end of the day, we'll have thrown stuff off of that list to come up with our own list of what is good. And of course, you can find me on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS every Tuesday. So please join in, have fun. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for watching. We're grateful you stopped by. Now take one more sip, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Yo, spilt the tea drama? Not anymore. Remember to mop up and switch the kettle off. Here's how to switch it off like a pro. Unplug it from the socket. It's the safest way to ensure it's off. Don't forget to like, share with everyone, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy brewing.